let's do Angie Stone. The Angie Stone rabbit hole just got a little bit deeper. It just got a little bit deeper. Y'all ready? Okay, hold up. It got a little bit. Okay, hold up. It got a little deeper.
Y'all, whatever happened to that video of the lady saying that she was there when Angie Stone was in a car accident, and she got out of her car and went to the van right here where Angie Stone was at, pulled her out the van, and she was still alive. Now, they were in this section right here, this median section, allegedly, when the truck came into that section, hit Angie, and drove off. And injured her as well. What happened to her video? Because honestly, I have not seen her video since then, and I have not even seen her or anybody talk about this on my FYP since then. Now, as most of y'all know, Angie Stone did pass away in a car accident. She was on a tour. She was unalived in a car accident. There were some people that weren't. Rest in peace, Angie Stone. She was laid to rest. But I just want to know what happened to that lady. Like, that is very creepy. Like, she said that she was alive when she got out of the car. She was alive. Mind you, the other people in the car, there was people that lived. So, what happened? Where is this truck at? Who is this person that was in the truck? And why did they allegedly deliberately hit Angie Stone after she got out of the car?
So, what is being said is the van flipped over first. And then as people pulled over to the side and got out, or whatever the case may be, everybody's coming out of the van. And then this semi truck somehow fails to see all of this and plows into the Sprinter. And that's what killed Angie Stone, if you believe that. Hold up. But some of these comments are very interesting. Okay? Some of these comments were very, very interesting. Right? Let's see. Now, I don't think Universal will go out of their way over Angie Stone because it was mainly her people, her management team that robbed her, not Universal per se. But where's hold up. The one comment. Okay, here we go. She lawyered up. The truck driver quit. Something not right. He quit. That means he got paid off real good. Okay. Now I got the video. Hold up. The family told her to take it down because the family was afraid for her life. The family found out that Angie was taken out allegedly. They don't want nobody to come after her and her daughters and her husband, which is too late because I've heard that they're getting harassed really bad. Now may God protect them. You said you can't even be a witness today. That's why I'm a business. Okay. Now let's get to the video. The white woman said she was there. Take it with a grain of salt, y'all. Oh, hey, hold up. Okay, I gotta turn this up and turn this down. Wait. Hold up. Okay, fruit. Gotta turn you down. Okay, let's turn her up. Okay, let's go.
Driving the 6 hours home, showering, and processing it all. Here's the story. About 4 a.m. on Saturday morning, me and my daughter were driving to Charleston, South Carolina for her Sweet 16 birthday getaway. We came up to a truck with a trailer and its flashers were on, so we slowed down some, and that's when I noticed there was an overturned vehicle in the fast lane. And it looked like it just happened. I pulled over, I put my flashers on, and I told my daughter to stay in the car, and I ran over. It was a van, and I ran over, and there were so many people in this van.
Take everything being presented with the biggest grain of pink Himalayan sea salt you can carry. Let's continue.
They were just trying to get out, and I asked if they'd called the cops, and they said, we're just trying to get out. And they were helping this woman out off the side of the van, and I grabbed her hand, and I helped her get down, and she seemed out of it, and I was holding her hand, and she was wobbling around, and I said, baby, you got to sit down.
Okay, once again, the van flipped over. From what they reported, somebody said she told him, whoever the driver was, to slow down. He ignored her. They flip over 3 times. Everybody is alive. People pull over. She helps her out the van. Now, if you believe, you watch a lot of Maximum Overdrive, Stephen King. From what she says, the truck disregarded all that and plowed straight into her in the van. Just hear me out, y'all. Let's go. Let's go.
And then the next thing I know, I flew and I fell down to the ground, and it felt like something not ran over me, but brushed over me. Like something just swiped over my body. And I got up and I could hear screaming, and I just focused in on one screaming, and it was my daughter. And all I could do was run across the highway and tell her to get back in the car. She had to move the car because if somebody else hit us, it could hit her. So she moved the car farther up the interstate, and I called 911, and they said they were on their way. And then all I could think to do was get to my daughter. That's all I could do in that time. And when I was walking to my daughter, we're really running the best that I can do. I was in so much pain. My chest felt like an elephant was sitting on it. My legs were so hurt and sore. And I looked up, and there was an 18-wheeler that had crossed the median into oncoming traffic. And I knew that's what hit me and ran over and brushed over me was the 18-wheeler.
If you believe what she's saying, is it possible? Yes. Is it probable? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But let's continue. Once again, I've heard nobody that was inside the van come out and speak and say what exactly took place. Now we can go look, but I've heard nobody, one of the victims in the van, I've heard nobody talk about their account of what took place before and during the crash or after the crash. Okay, let's continue.
And my daughter's freaking out. She'd already called my husband by then and my father-in-law. And I just told her, we've got to get to the hospital. I can't breathe. It was so hard to breathe. I'm going to post a video of the 18-wheeler after I left the hospital, driving back through to get to my husband and my son. I will not be posting the vehicle in the video because somebody did pass away. They did. And I won't be posting that for respect for their family.
Is she capping? Let's continue.
I'm sore. I'm bruised all on the right side of my body. I'm very stiff everywhere. But I will keep you guys updated. And the video is going to come at the end, okay? Hug your family tight. Hug your family tight.
All right. Now we saw footage of the truck. Okay. Now let's go back to Twitter. And once again, take everything being presented with a grain of sea salt, okay? Let's go. Okay, Angie Stone car accident and death investigation. Once again, I've heard no witness statements from the people inside the Sprinter van. No one's come out to talk. Not a one. 9 people in the van. 8 walked away from it, and nobody has said anything. Okay, fair enough. Let's continue. March 1st, 2025. Interstate 65, right? Angie, blah, 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 Sprinter van with band members at the performance in Mobile heading towards Atlanta. Now, I was told they were supposed to be going to Baltimore, right? So heading toward Atlanta to Baltimore. But anywho, at approximately 4:25 a.m., the van flipped over on I-85. A woman accompanied by her daughter stopped at the scene and assisted Angie out of the wrecked vehicle. Stone was alive and outside the van following this intervention. So the scenario goes, whoever's driving didn't listen to Angie. She said, slow down. He says, be quiet. Why don't you? Flip over 3 times. Whatever. Okay. Everybody's trying to kind of gather their senses. She pulls over. She sees it. She pulls over. She gets out. She goes to the van, actually helps Angie get out the van. Okay. Now, once again, if you believe the truck driver just said, I don't see nobody, and it just basically careens dead into Angie Stone and into the Sprinter van while this woman was helping her off to the side, right? Let's continue. A semi truck struck Angie shortly after she exited the van, killing her instantly. 8 others in the van were injured and taken to Baptist Medical Center in Montgomery. Once again, these people have been quiet. And you know, black folk love to come on social media and talk they smack. If there's one thing black folk gonna do on social media is tell you what it is, whether you want to hear it or not. Let's continue. Okay, aftermath. Now, this makes no sense. The semi-truck fled the scene. Clearly, it didn't. No official police report has identified the truck or its driver as of March 19th. The investigation remains open but stagnant, raising suspicions. Okay, let's continue. The white woman and daughter, names unavailable in public record, witnesses from Mobile described them as good Samaritans who acted quickly to aid Stone. Last seen leaving the scene after emergency responders arrived. No statements from them have surfaced. We have the video. She gave a video testimony, right? But I would expect law enforcement and National Safety Advisory would be trying to talk to her, like, hey, what happened? What did you see? Right? Okay. Possible connection. Their presence may have been incidental, but their rapid departure and lack of follow-up interviews suggest they could be tied to a larger narrative, potentially as unwitting pawns or deliberate plants. The semi-truck, an 18-wheeler, no specific make or model identified by witnesses or police. I believe it was a Freightliner, right? Is it a Freightliner? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was right. Freightliner. Yeah, a white Freightliner Cascadia was later linked to the incident via footage obtained by TMZ showing front end damage and debris on I-65. The driver, Jared S. Wilkinson, 30. Oh, fuck out. Okay, time to get out of here. Time to get out. All right. Case closed. Case closed. Never mind. I know what happened. It's none of our business, y'all. I hate to be that guy, but listen, I guess Universal said, hey, we need her out of here. How much to get her out of here? Yeah, that's that. Oh, no more story. But let's continue. Wow. Jared Wilkinson, 33 of Skidmore, Texas, identified by the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency as the operator of the Freightliner. No arrest or charges reported as of March 19th. Okay. Let's see. Lack of follow-up. No APB issued for Wilkinson or the truck beyond an initial bolo on March 1st. Montgomery County Sheriff's Office declined involvement, deferring to Aaliyah. Okay. Unseen insights. The white woman and daughter are likely locals from Hope Hall or Montgomery, possibly linked to a nearby church. First Nazareth Baptist Church ties to Stone's gospel roots. Their exit before police arrive suggests fear or coercion. The truck's path, Wilkinson's route from Mobile to Birmingham, didn't necessitate a stop near mile marker 162 unless detoured or directed. FMCSA data shows no mechanical issues reported on the Freightliner prior to March 1st. Okay, witness intimidation. Sharita Murphy, a backup singer, wrote on social media March 1st, "We're banged up, but we're here." Then went silent after March 5th. Sources say she received anonymous threats to keep quiet. Industry pressure. Stone's daughter, Diamond Stone, posted on Facebook March 2nd, "My mommy is gone," followed by a cryptic March 10th update. "They won't get away with this. Insiders say she's gathering evidence of UMG's involvement." Yeah, good luck with that. No disrespect, but good luck with that. Let's continue. Wilkinson Trucking, 412 County Road, 672, Skidmore, Texas. Okay. Look at it. Political figures. Okay, the Montgomery County Sheriff, Derek Cunningham, potential pressure point for stalled investigation. Okay, Alabama Governor Kay Ivey, oversight of Aaliyah, could expedite case if pressed. All right. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Hey, take everything I presented with a huge grain of pink Himalayan sea salt. Okay.